who am I with? You need to introduce yourself.
Oh, you're not going to do it for me, no?
No, I can do it for you, but I think you can do a lot better.
So I'm Claire,
Yep.
United Britain.
All right. So you are here for what is it that happening today? Tell us about this demonstration that's happening today.
Yes.
Obviously, I know what you did, but just for the people watching it now, so I just want them
So
to know.
yeah, I set up a group about June time.
Yeah. Okay.
And I think it was within 3 weeks we ended up with 5,000 members. So clearly there's some sort of shift happening. People are just fed up.
Yep.
People are just so sick to death of all the two-tier stuff. We want a plain level playing field.
Yeah.
Level playing field. That's all we're asking for. So
Yes,
this,
and yeah, it is nice to see that a lot of people have come here. You know, you can see I came from Swansea, all the way from Swansea,
yes,
from Wales.
Shohab came from Swansea, bless him.
Yeah, well, thank you. Yeah, you know, it's a good thing. I think anywhere, whenever we have these things, we need to turn up because people need to know that there is a problem. And yes, we can't solve it overnight, but we need to start somewhere. So this, I think, this is.
Do a little video. Say hi. Hello. About far right folks. No, my live ones are working. Internet keeps going on.
We called now. We called
Since the end of October.
go lads, just we called.
I am doing.
Yeah, sorry, good.
I was responding to your point about it being a free country. And as I was saying, obviously I'm here for the Palestine rally. Thankfully they're continuing.
Oh, here we go.
But my understanding is now, online more and more, there are certain things that are not allowed to say, and certain things you can't criticize.
Yeah, and I think the people they're not allowed to say anything. As a Muslim, I feel like the white people can't say anything these days because they don't have the freedom. I feel like a Muslim guy like myself, if I'm supporting Palestine, I would have more freedom than a normal patriot or the white guy of the country. Like, you know, you say yourself, you're a Catholic. So I would say, like as I said, if there are white people, they won't be able to say anything because if let's say you say something to me I don't agree with, I'll just say this is a racist there, and everybody will come to you.
Okay.
You know, this is a fact.
Okay, I understand. I hear you. Okay, there may be some truth in that. I think the problem with that whole way you presented it is the white is a fake identity, and basically a white guy is a Christian who no longer goes to church. And he needs
I'm a Muslim who no longer go to the mosque. You can't judge me for that, can you? This is wrong.
you.
Well, you are. You are.
How did I judge you?
When you say a white person is not, he doesn't go to the church, he's not a Christian. Well, you never know.
You're not listening to my point.
I am listening. I'm just letting you know.
Okay, sorry.
It could be my English. I'm not from here. My English is not the best, so it could be that.
Let me see if I can explain it more clearly. What I'm saying is everybody wants to have an identity, right?
Okay, yeah.
Obviously, you're being a Muslim is an important, and Pakistani are fine. Good. They're real. Since Pakistan is a real country in Islam. Now, what happens to people in Ireland and what's happening in England is, what's your identity if you're an English guy? Well, you're a Christian. But if you don't go to church and you've abandoned Christianity, you search around for another identity, and people like Tommy Robinson will say, oh, you're white. And as soon as you adopt the white identity, you've lost the battle, because our enemies love you to say you're white, because then they can say, well, your problem is black, is all the black people. That's not true.
But then again, you have people like me, a brown guy that goes to Tommy Robinson's rallies, and I've met him. And as a brown guy, I will say Tommy Robinson is not a racist. Like, I know you just said, oh, because you're identified as...
I agree.
Can I just complete?
Sorry. Yeah.
So when you say, oh, the moment you call yourself white, you are a racist. But I am, as a non-white, telling you, people need to stop offended for other people. Like, you know, I wouldn't want somebody else being offended on my behalf because, oh, he's a Pakistani, he's going to feel bad. No, let me tell you if I feel bad, because I don't. You know?
I agree.
But yeah, when you say,
hang on. I didn't say if you identify as white, you're a racist.
No, you say, but that's what people use.
What I'm saying is it's a fake identity.
Well, it's not really.
It's
you're white.
Hang on, let me finish. It's a replacement for a true identity, which is your religion.
Okay.
And I think the sooner English guys recognize they have to reclaim their Christian identity and drop this fake white one, they will succeed.
All right. So what do you say to the people who are atheists? They got no religion. So
let me come to that in a second. Let me come to that in a minute. Someone like Tommy Robinson.
Yeah.
Now he's reclaiming his Christian identity. He says, I don't go to church, but I'm Christian. Good man, Tommy. But the problem with Tommy is Tommy's job is he gets paid by rich Jews like Ezra Levant.
But you know, there's no.
Can I finish?
But this is not factual thing. If you talk non-factual thing, then I would
No,
say
I know.
no.
This is
If
all
it-
this is all documented.
No, I've searched for it but couldn't find anything.
Well,
If you can show me,
I'll tell you where to
then
look.
there we go. Then I will agree with
The key figure is a Canadian Jew called Ezra Levant.
you. Okay.
He's the head of a media group called
Rebel Media.
News.
All right. Okay.
And Tommy likes cocaine.
No, he
God
doesn't.
heaven, we're all sinners in one way.
Yeah, we are all
And
sinners, yeah.
Rebel News, what the Jews do is they pay Tommy so that he will say the big problem in England is Muslims.
But I'm a Muslim and I say he never says Muslim is the problem. They say
That is
the extremists.
absolutely
rubbish.
The extremists. No, no,
Islam.
no.
He
But
says
I'm a
Islam.
Muslim. He said Islam is the problem and
Islam
the people for it.
and the
Let me
ideology.
tell you as a Muslim. Let me tell you as a Muslim. I 100% believe that Muslims are the problem. I'm a Muslim and I'm telling you, and I'll tell you why. I'm not saying because Tommy said it. I'm not saying
right.
because somebody paid me to
Go
say it.
ahead.
I'll tell you from my facts. So I live in Swansea. A majority
Where do you live,
of
Swansea?
in Wales, yeah. So
Yeah.
majority of them are the Bangladeshi Muslims. And what they have done, because my views, I've got difference of opinion from them because I'm a Muslim. I shouldn't have certain views, but I do have them. So they have been terrorizing me day and night. You know, they got fake accounts. They're turning up to my house. They're turning up to my job. They're turning up to the place where
And
I'm
what is their main concern about
main
you?
concern. They are telling me that you either listen to us, which is now forcefully asking me to call Tommy Robinson a racist, forcefully telling me, oh, you need to stop with your views because it's a free country. I can be whatever I want to be, right? You agree
I
with
agree,
that?
I agree.
So exactly. So this is the thing.
Well, I mean, everything has limits, but I agree.
No, I know. Yeah, of course.
We
I'm in my
definitely
limits.
should-
I'm not turning up naked and be like, oh, you need to accept it. You don't need to. You know, that's what
You
I'm
can
saying.
if you want.
But but factually, the thing is, let's say if you come here, you got a different opinion. I'm not gonna, hit you because you got a different opinion. I will listen to you.
Good.
And we can disagree.
Absolutely.
Like we are
I
doing
agree.
right now, respectfully, and I respect you for that. And I'm sure you will do the same for me. That's all I want, and I guess that's all these people want as well. But it's the moment when you see them coming here, hostility. I've been hit. I have been hit by these Palestine protesters with a megaphone in my hand. The police were there, police didn't do anything. Of course, these people are out. So these people are now out because they're white, or they're Christian, or they're Hindus, or they are here just to show, like I am here to show my patriotism to the country. I'm a patriot to the UK.
Can I say, Tommy
Of course.
Robinson is not a patriot. He is what I would call a traitor.
I think he's a patriot.
Let me
I think
finish.
he's a patriot.
you're wrong.
Can I finish?
Yeah, okay.
Let me finish.
Yeah.
Tommy's job is to criticize his own government
Okay.
on behalf of Israel. He never criticizes the genocide in Gaza. He goes to Israel, he poses on a tank.
Okay.
Look at me.
All right.
And there's a famous picture of him.
Yeah.
Half the flag is the Israeli flag and half is the Union Jack.
Okay.
Now, last time I checked, in the United Kingdom, Israel is not one of those countries. But Tommy spends all his time promoting Israel and demonizing Muslims.
All right.
Now, I think that's terrible.
Okay, can I just give you a backstory on that as well? Because see, I'm a Muslim. Obviously, I see both sides. I see the Gaza-Palestine side and I see the Jewish side. For me, before a Muslim, as a human being, I would say, look, kids, innocent people dying in Gaza or Palestine or in Israel, all of them are they are innocent people. Nobody should be dying. So that is my thing. And when I went to Tommy and I asked him, he said the same thing. He said, I do not have a problem with Muslims or Palestinians and these things. I do have a problem, however, which I have the same problem, is these people using the Palestine cause.
Okay.
No, can I just complete?
Yeah, sorry.
Using the Palestine cause and saying that, we're going to come out, forget Palestine. Whatever they're doing, they've been doing it for the last, since October the 7th, right? They've been coming out on the scene. Tell me, even one change has happened, it hasn't happened. So for these guys, I will say one thing, before I finish. The thing I will say to these guys, you can see nothing has happened here. You haven't bring no change, other than jumping on the agenda, using your personal business game by saying, boycott Pepsi, boycott Coke, but guess what, we got a Gaza Cola, come and buy from us. Yes, it's expensive, but we're sending money there. Then you ask them, where's the money? We can't send the money. So you are thieving the people in the name of a cause where children are dying, and this is what you're doing. And then the last thing is, for me, I would say to these people, if you really love Gaza that much, if you really love Palestine that much, why are you here? It's not working. Why don't you pack up, go to Gaza? And I'm not talking about the man, old man or women or children. I'm talking about the fighting age man. You will see here, they want to fight with us. Take their energy, go to Gaza and fight for them. Who's stopping you? I'm actually telling them they should go. It's simple as that.
All right. Let me pick out a couple of points
Yeah.
here. First of all, you're saying, the marches have been going on for over a year.
Yeah.
Well,
Without any change.
The genocide has continued. Are we supposed to just say?
And that's exactly
let's
what I'm
protect-
saying.
Hang on.
That's what I'm saying. It is continuing. You should go there.
Well, hang on a minute. We're not allowed to be concerned about any other human being.
I never said that. You can be concerned about other human beings, but you should not terrorize any, and like people like me. I literally just said to you, Palestine
All right.
or Israel, any innocent is innocent.
Let's drop it be about you. We don't want to be just about you.
But see,
what
that's
we're
not
saying
right.
is
because that's what they're doing.
Hang on.
They make it about themselves, not about the people dying.
All the young people in England have grown up in an education system that says there are terrible crimes that have happened, and you should care.
Yeah, we should
Now,
care.
I don't think that should stop when there's a genocide in Gaza.
Right.
And I think, as an Irishman, I think it's the worst thing I've ever seen.
Of course, I can.
And I think the majority of English people cannot believe what they're seeing.
All right.
This unbelievable mass murder.
Yes.
Now, okay, the marches may not have worked, but I think it's still good for people to come out and say, we think
Absolutely
this
right.
is terrible.
I agree with that. But let
Now,
me.
I don't think that makes you unpatriotic or it means you hate England. You just hate genocide.
Yeah, that's
now,
right.
a big problem with Tommy is he will demonize Muslims, but he will never criticize Israel. That's the big problem.
But he didn't do that because I'm Muslim. I've spoken to him.
Can I tell you a program to look at? Go online, look up, it's about a half-hour show called Goy Fundami, because we're the Goy.
Okay.
To the Jews, we're the Goyim, right? And it will reveal the reality about Tommy.
Okay.
Okay.
See, the thing is, the last thing I would say to you, of course, I have a lot of respect for you for talking to me, but the last thing I would say, I would rather listen to the man himself than someone else telling me
All
what
right.
he
Well,
is.
I mean, you have to make up your mind.
Of course.
Look, I'm not picking on Tommy.
No, you're not.
And I agree with Tommy about a lot of things.
Yes.
I think grooming gangs are so
Muslim
evil.
grooming gangs, yeah.
Correct,
Yeah.
absolutely. Pakistani.
Yeah.
But
Pakistani Muslim grooming gangs, yeah.
I think it's bad. Did you know that the owner of Pornhub is a rabbi?
Well, it doesn't matter. I'm not talking about that.
Well, yeah, but
We're talking about the
hang
fact
on.
that we've got right now.
Hang on. What
Yeah.
you're doing is saying that you only want to talk. I'm talking about the bigger
what concerned
picture.
me, what concerned me being in the
Well,
UK.
let me give you the bigger
so that
picture.
thing concerns me.
Well, I can give you a bigger picture. You know
If
that
you're
Home Not
against-
Hate is indirectly funded
sorry.
by the government.
No, that's the wrong
That
name.
could
It's
well
hate,
be.
not vote.
I don't support hope not hate.
There we go.
What I'm saying is, if you're going to be a genuine speaker, you've got to share the criticism.
I do.
Tommy will criticize Muslims till the cows come home in Islam. He never criticizes the Jews. And the Jews are committing a genocide in Gaza, and they promote moral subversion in the West.
But you need
And
to
that's
see,
a good example.
Yeah, and you can see the
And can I say
Palestinians
on that,
and Hamas, right?
on that, look up the work of E. Michael Jones.
Okay,
He's an
Tommy's
American
not gonna
scholar,
say anything about
and he will give you the full picture.
That's fine.
of
I
it.
will look it up.
All right.
But then again, on the other side, you know, the Palestinian people, the Hamas, the terrorists, obviously they again were raping kids, they're raping children, they're raping
Look,
women.
I don't know.
Everything is there.
There's problem. I'm a Catholic. We've had to put up with priests.
No, that's fine. See,
You know, I mean, there's
for you as a
problems
Catholic,
everywhere.
you got a
But
problem
I'm
with
just
priests.
saying-
Me as a Muslim, I got problem with the mosque and the imams. Obviously, you fighting your battle, I'm fighting mine. But the end result should be the same.
Well, I would say, like, maybe last point. You can criticize Muslims till the cows come home.
Yeah.
There's a big taboo. You cannot even say the term. Dave Chappelle did a good comedy sketch on it.
Yeah.
He said there's two words you can never put together in a sentence: the and Jews. It's not allowed. We got
But
to
I
do
think
it.
it's no, that's
Gotta do
wrong
it.
because when you talk about Muslims, it's a really totally different story in the UK. Because when I speak against something,
Well,
which
hang
I
on.
believe is wrong,
I know a doctor.
Yeah, no, I'm talking about me. I'm here,
I know,
so I'm
but
talking about me.
Everything isn't just about you.
I know
bro.
it's not, but if
I mean, I love you, but
no, I know what you're saying. But if there is something that I am facing, which is a fact, why can I not come out and say, hey guys, I don't
Look,
want this happening to me?
No, I'm not trying
Exactly.
to be that. Sorry.
No,
I
you know,
mean
you
that.
didn't.
But
I know
what
you
I'm
didn't.
saying is,
Yeah.
if you look at the attacks on free speech,
Yeah.
they don't come from Muslims.
Well, but
In
they
general,
are.
they
It
come-
seems like they do. It seems like
in
because
your case, maybe they do.
Well, exactly. But
Well,
I'm a Muslim. I can
here's
say
something
that.
to try. You
Yeah.
go online and you say, "Did you know a rabbi owns Pornhub?"
Yeah.
And
I think
you
everybody
do
knows
those
that guy.
things.
Shamuli, what's his name? Is that him?
Solomon Friedman.
Okay,
What I'm
yeah.
saying is, I know a doctor
business
who
owner,
is
in
now
my opinion.
being hounded because she criticizes the Jews.
Okay.
And
So do you know the?
I think that's a problem.
Oh no, that's fine. Oh, yeah, that's.
I'm not saying.
No,
and
that's fine.
I'm a Catholic.
Yeah,
I love
okay.
the Jews.
There we go. Yeah.
I consider them culturally and my enemy because they rejected Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that's.
I think if Tommy's a Christian, he should realize that. When I criticize them, it's out of love because we have a duty to criticize each other.
Yeah, I think we should.
And I think that's the problem.
Like I said, today this criticism is amazing. It was good.
When you say, sorry,
Hello, we are here with Herman. and Kuchi. How are you guys?
We are good.
Good. Harman bhai, how are you?
I'm good.
Yes. So you can tell us a little bit about what's happening today.
Today we gather here at near the statue of Churchill, and behind us is the Westminster, the Parliament. This is the place where the ancestors gave their life to build this country, and today we are here to reclaim it back. This is the place from where we can reclaim it back. Today we are outside the Westminster. One day we go in and change everything, because what people sitting inside they are doing what the establishment are telling them to do against their own people. They're not looking after British values. They're not looking after patriots, but they are looking after some special communities who are filling up their pockets. We are here for a change, and we will do everything in our right to do it, because this country, as an immigrant, this country gives a lot, and this is a payback time for us to this country, to the patriots, and to save our future kids.
Yeah, loyalty. And look, Kuchi is there as well, even though with your
I'm broken. Yeah.
Bro, yeah.
It took time, but yeah, we stand up together, and we will change. We'll save our country. We'll save our children's future. Definitely. Today we are here. I'll see maybe next time more people. So please come out for your house and save your country. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Arman. Thank you.
Follow it. The government puts the narrative out there, and that's what you've got to follow. And like sheep, people will follow. And they will come up and go, "You're far right." We turn and say, "Well, where did you get that from? Did you think about it or ask us why?" No, you just look at us, you say far right. Instantly, because the narrative has been given to you by the government. It's indoctrination of the people by the government.
Someone says something online, but a paedophile gets 6 months suspended. Where is the moral justice in that? What about the family of the kid? What about the child? Like, I'm not like that. It fucking breaks my heart, seriously. It annoys me so bad that people can even think this way to allow this shit to happen. Sorry my language, but to allow this to happen.
You obviously feel
Right?
really passionate.
I do, because I've been everywhere. I went with Tommy up to Telford, I've been Rochdale, I've been different places, fighting against grooming gangs and things like that.
That's where we met at Telford. Yeah, we met at Telford.
Look, I want to know, I'm not going to be around forever. I want to know when I go, my grandchildren are going to be fucking safe, mate. Right? And that's why I do this. And I don't get that, but it's fucking bad. It's so bad. Right.
Well,
That's good.
I really appreciate you talking to me, because I think it's very easy to just make a judgment.
It's just so
Can I just ask? Obviously, because you said you're unbiased, you're here to just ask every opinion. Have you been on the other side?
I've been, well, yeah.
Be honest. How was the behavior? Look, these guys are, all of us are treating you with a lot of respect here. We're talking to you.
Normally okay, whichever side I follow.
All right. Okay. All right. So you are going on that side, obviously, after all. Oh, yeah.
I've photographed them many times.
All right.
There's only so many photographs.
It's the same people, different banners. That's what they do. Yeah.
Yes, I'm trying to find this. Members of the traveller community here, apparently.
Okay.
I'm trying to find them.
Sure.
You go around everyone. Have you been over to the Iranian people?
Yeah.
I have, yeah. They are brilliant. I interviewed them for my thing, for our group, my group. And there's a vigil down there. But what you need to do a lot more of is get involved in there, because then if you're doing a book with unbiased from the outside and saying, I met this, I met that group, and when you start talking about the aspects of behaviour, because my friend's written a book on the marches, on the football lads, Tommy marches. It's called Marching Through Madness by Carl Wiggins and Phil Wiggins, two of my very good friends. So if you go on Amazon, Marching Through Madness, you can get it on Amazon. It's no pictures, so it's good to have a photographic one. But that will explain how we feel. And he's got about 40 chapters. It's written in layman's terms. There's plenty of information in it, because he's relating to how people he met all through the demos, through the football lads demos and marches that Tommy's organised. You see, everyone that attends these marches are instantly labelled EDL, which doesn't exist anymore.
It hasn't been around for 10 years.
The EDL is a disbanded thing.
And Tommy moved away from
signed
that blatantly because people were tagging in along, which we're the same. We get people who infiltrate us, and if they've got any racist bone in them, we fuck them off them. Right?
Exactly.
Like, we don't want people tagging onto us and making us look silly, right? But then you also get infiltrators that come just to cause trouble, to make you look bad. Right. So we've been fighting a long battle, but we're not the violent thugs everyone says we are. Even when the riots started with the police, you know, like, the police are going on these other marches dressed normal. The only thing they ain't giving them is tea and biscuits, right? They come and they're wearing riot gear, and they, believe it or not, they do instigate.
That triggers it.
Yeah. Now, you got to remember, Downing Street, I was there. I weren't involved in no fighting. We were there, John, right? And I was down there to protest about 3 girls that got murdered, kids. Yeah? And they still labelled you far right. I was at Amnesty Day, right? I got a picture on my phone. I'll show you this picture. This picture shows me walking through, Sky Nose takes a picture of me. I'm looking smart with my poppy on, right? Dead smart, far right thugs. And there's just me there, right? I'm not that far right thug. My great nan was German Jewish. My family, I brought them up right. Never laid a hand on any of my kids, I've told them. I only ever have to tell them. I've done everything, I've worked all my life. I'm feeling it now, but I've never asked anyone for anything. And all I want to do is make a difference for the children, for the elderly, and the people that have give something to this country. And that ain't about no colour. That's anybody. That's this man, you, this man, everyone. Yeah? And disabled, I want to help them. You know, my daughter's deaf. She was born deaf. She's 37 in May. She's lived her whole life being deaf. I pay my taxes to help people like that, right? I don't pay my taxes to be paying for someone, give them a mobile phone and all that. You know, it's all bloody men at the moment coming over, and they're accumulating so fast. And sooner or later, do you not see it? What happens when they finally got so many over here and they uprise?
So that's one of the concerns you've got.
That's a big concern, and it's a true concern. Like, you know, if they want to show decency and have manners and get themselves and do everything right, I work with a couple of Africans. They had to go to request visas, things like that, working for they've done all that, so they're putting something back in the country. So I'll shake their hand and say fair play. They're not on the streets protesting for something that there's a war in another country. I'm telling you now, my country's at war and I live abroad. I'm coming home to fight for my country. I am not mouthing off in another country. I'm doing it. I'm coming back to fight for your family's sake, for everyone's family's sake. And yeah, it does. It angers me because I've been doing this for a lot of years now, right? And we're just pushed aside, you know, called. The old saying, sticks and stones may break my bone. Names don't hurt me, mate. Names don't hurt me. A lot of people, I don't want to hurt me. Come on, mate, you know. Man up, grab a pair of balls and be a gentleman and be nice in society. That's all you got to do. Listen, it's a pleasure.
Yeah, I really appreciate that. Can I get one more shot of you next year?
Very